I saw the way you watched me move. Thought you were slick, but I'm the proof. Before you spoke, I had the plan. You're just reacting to my hand. I smile slow, let silence play. You leaning close, I slip away. You think you're hunting, think you lead, but baby, you're just chasing me. First move's mine, every time I pick the place, set the pace. You play bold, I play cold. Think you're ahead, I'm 10 steps behind your head. You call me dangerous, then stay. You want the thrill, not the safe way. I never beg, I never plead. I'll make you want, I'll make you need. I don't wait on hearts or signs. I twist the rules, redraw the lines. You thought this spark was something shared, but baby, I already prepared. I'll let you in just to mislead, then strike when you begin to bleed. No mercy in this little game, just kisses laced with checkmate flame. First move's mine, sweet design. You feel in charge, but I align. I speak slow, you obey. You fall deep while I slip away. You thought you started it, but already ended it. I wear soft things, I speak real low, but everything's a move just so you know. You touch my waist, you took the bait. Now look at you, too late to wait. I let you think you had control, but I was scripting every role. That glance, that sip, that little grin. I drew the line, then pulled you in. Checkmate in silk, no blade, no guilt. You felt so smooth, it felt like truth. You thought you led, but I designed the perfect fall without a sign. You held my hand like I was yours, but I unlocked all secret doors while you confessed your fragile pride. I traced your next move in my mind. I don't shout, I don't demand. I tilt my head, you lose command. I dress in lace, I play with grace, but I don't leave without first place. You gave it up, you didn't see. I checkmated you easily. One blink, one breath, one final sway. You lost the game, I made you play. Checkmate in silk, no blade, no tilt, just whispered fire and fake desire. I move first, you play blind. Now I walk off while you rewind. Soft. I don't ask twice, I just lean in. You feel the rules beneath my skin. My kiss says more than words allow. You're under now, don't ask me how. You follow close without a clue. Thought it was passion, it was cute. Each breath I give, each look I send, pulls you deeper to the end. Kiss and command, no need for plans. You do what I say, without delay. I move, you stay. You beg, I stray. You think it's chance, but I leave the dance. You like the chase, but I direct. You crave control, I redirect. I taste your lips, then pull away, just to remind you who's at play. Don't think you're safe inside my arms. That's where I hide all of my charms. One look, one sigh, one broken pace. You're lost inside my poker face. You hear me breathe and take a step, but baby, that's the trap I set. You think we're close, you think we match, but I ignite and never catch. Kiss and command, I don't demand, I only move. You sliding smooth, I whisper soft. You fall too fast, you play your hand, but I hold the last. Obey and don't ask questions. You thought you had me in your grip. One little smirk, one tightened lip. But while you blinked, I turned the tide. Now you're the one who's locked inside. I dress in calm, I move in grace, but baby, I'm a shift in space. You play with fire, don't feel the burn until you blink. And it's my turn, don't blink, or you'll lose me. One glance down, I'm out clean. I move in silence, cut like lace. You'll never read my poker face. I lead without a single word. By the time you speak, it's absurd. Don't blink, don't guess. I already said yes and disappeared. You thought control was in your hand, but I've been playing from the sand. You made your move, I smiled, I stayed, but check your board, I've got you played. I never rush, I never plead. I plant the thought, you plant the seed. You grow the hope, I take the root, then leave you breathless in pursuit. It's not about how loud I move, it's what you feel, then try to prove. But proof won't catch what can't be tamed. I'm just a whisper with your name. Don't blink, I'm already gone, like mist you thought would linger on. you missed the cue. Now I'm the game that's playing you. So keep your eyes wide, don't forget I'm always 5 steps past regret. You blinked, too late. Slow, like velvet flame. You don't know rules, but play the game. You taste the smile, you want it bad, but I'm already 1 step past. You lean in close, I let you near. You think it's love, it's engineered. A glance, a grace, a perfect tease. I give you heat, then I freeze. Lure, touch, leave. I don't believe in holding tight. Just own it night. You fall too fast, I'm gone too soon. You call it fate, I call it move. Your hands shake like you've been caught, but I just gave you what you thought. You whispered more, I laughed inside. I never came to stay or hide. I don't regret, I don't rewind. I plant desire, then unbind. I feed the storm, then steal the calm. A pretty kiss, a quiet bomb. You chase the fire, I never claimed. You name a game I never named, but still you fall like you believe in something more. I never leave. Lure, touch, leave. No time to grieve. No second round. No deeper sound. You call me wild, I called you sweet, but I was gone before complete. Where is it? I don't belong to pillow talk. Don't do regrets, don't take long walks. I come and go like evening air. Leave no perfume, just empty stare. You thought you'd change me with my trust, but I'm too sharp to turn to dust. I give you nights, no promises. I rule the game with silences. I'm the queen of no attachments, no locks, no late reactions. I play, I win, I leave intact. You fall, I fade, no strings attached. No ties, no rings, just fleeting things. I kiss like heat, then cut it clean. I bring smoke. You tell me dreams I never spoke. You want a path, I draw a maze. You seek forever, I said blaze. Don't try to cage what flies by choice. Don't try to tame this velvet voice. I don't commit, I don't explain. I wear the crown, you wear the chain. You think I'm cruel, but I'm just clear. I never whispered, stay in your ear. You played your hope, I kept my ground. Now watch me vanish without sound. I'm the queen of no attachments, no blush, no sweet entrapments. I take the thrill, not aftermath. You chase the ghost of what we had. I rule alone, asleep in silk. You had a taste, but never built. You touched a queen, but never held her. I didn't push, I didn't pull. I let you chase, I kept it cool. You thought you had the upper hand, but I just smiled and let you land. You said this feels like something real. I gave you looks you couldn't seal. You wrote a story in your head, while I just played and watched instead. I watched you fall, didn't say a word. You caught a dream that I never stirred. You dove in deep, I stayed untouched. You wanted more, I gave just enough. Thought each kiss meant something new, but I was counting every move. You tried to lead, I let it show, but I controlled the undertow. I don't need force to own the game. I don't throw sparks, I light the flame. I set the pace, you played along. Now here you are, already gone. Don't say I broke what you designed. I never promised, never signed. You crashed in love, you made alone, while I stood still, already known. I watched you fall so beautifully. You thought you won by touching me, but I was calm, I stayed unseen, while you collapsed in your own dream. You fell for me, I just watched. You fumbled once, thought I'd forgive. You thought my body meant I'd give, but I don't bend, I don't rewind. One wrong step, I draw the line. You think I'm sweet, cause I move slow, but I let go the moment you blow. You had your chance, you played it cheap. Now I move on, you lose, I keep. No second chances, I don't look back. You lost my trust, now feel the lack. No calls, no pleas, no midnight texts. Once it breaks, there's no reset here. You thought I'd melt if you returned, but I light bridges once they're burned. I'm not a home for broken tries. I shut the door, no last goodbyes. You felt the power slip away. You begged for words I wouldn't say. You made your move, I watched it fail. Now all that's left is your regret trail. Don't send me songs, don't send me proof. I'm not a judge, I don't need truth. I gave you all in one clear look. You lost it fast, no second book. No second chances, don't test my peace. You broke the bond, now face release. No soft return, no rewind grace. I leave you cold with your own face. You lost me once, that's all it takes. I never asked you to come close. I never touched more than I chose. But look at you, lost in my eyes, moving to rhythms I don't vocalize. I don't push, I don't demand, but you obey like it was planned. My silence speaks, my stillness calls. You fall for nothing, yet you fall. You're under my sway without a sound. You follow steps I never count. I blink, you move, I pause, you stay. You think you lead, but I set the play. You breathe when I decide to turn. You chase the fire, I never burn. You say you're strong, you say you see, but every move still starts from me. No leash, no rope, no tricks, no chains, just quiet games inside your veins. I don't command, I don't explain, but somehow still I run your brain. You call it fate, you call it spark, but I call it a well-placed mark. You call me muse, I call you pawn, and smile a little, then move on. You're under my you're in charge, talking smooth, pretending large. You drew the board, laid out the play, but I already changed the way you think it's yours, cause you began. But I'm the one who shifts the sand. Every move you thought was slick, I watched it fall too slow, too quick. Your game, my rules, you played, I choose. You deal the cards, I break the deck. You call the shots, I redirect. You think you're bold, but here's the clue. This whole setup was built by who? You set the fire, I set the pace. You brought the mask, I wore the face. You speak in scripts, I speak in eyes. You chase, I twist and improvise. I let you think you had the say, but baby, I've been 3 moves away. You make your play, I nod and smile, then flip the game in perfect style. You name the rules, I edit fast. You play for thrill, I make it last. You write the scene, I steal the pen, and still you think you'd win again. Your game, my rules, I bend, you lose. I make the goal, you miss the shot. You start the dance, I change your spot. You thought you led with every move, but I rewrote what you thought proved. Nice game, but baby is always mine. Played it cool, said I don't chase, but baby, look at your face. You gave it all in just one night, while I stayed quiet, held it light. You fell before I made a move. You broke your rules, I didn't prove. I watched you crash into my eyes before I even had to try. Hearts fold first, that's how it goes. You fall too fast while I stay cold. You give your name, I keep my mask. You play for love, I play for less. Somehow still your breath impeached. I stood in shadow, said no word, yet every pulse in you was stirred. I didn't trace across your skin, but still you let obsession in. You called me storm, I was just calm, yet every move bent to my palm. Control without touching, that's how I win. You wake for closeness, I don't begin. No kiss, no grip, still you obey. I own your mind without the play. Scripts I never write. You beg for heat, I don't ignite. You crave a chain I never forged, yet somehow I'm the force you gorge. No trace of me upon your chest, yet I still leave you breathless pressed. You call it magic, call it fate, I call it skill to dominate. You fall in silence, lose control, while I just breathe in, take the soul. You scream my name in empty rooms, while I stay poised beyond your doom. Control without touching, that's all it takes. A glance, a pause, and your heart breaks. No love, no hands, still you're enslaved. You gave me all, while I just stay. You were mine before I even touched you. I smiled, you stepped in closer, still did nothing, yet you bent your will. I let the silence wrap around you, sank so deep without a sound. No chains, no locks, no sharpened line, just perfume, breath, and quiet time. You played yourself, I didn't speak. You fell too far and I stayed sleep. This is the softest trap. No screams, no snap, no warning sign, just velvet lines. You think you run, but you collapse right in the heart of my silk wrap. Oh, oh, oh. You told your friends I've got control, but now you're trembling in your soul. You call me muse, you call me flame, but darling, I don't play that game. Chase what isn't even held, you drown in things I never spelled. I let you come, I never plead, still you're the one who starts to need. Moves, no pull, no eager kiss, but look at you, I stay like this. You crave a fight, but I just lean, and suddenly I own the scene. This is the softest trap. You never knew, you walked in slow, now stuck like glue. No scream, no claim, no bruises made, just silky lies. You beg, dilate. I caught you.
You scanned the room, then met my eyes. A second passed, no need for lies. You didn't flinch, you didn't fight, but something shifted in your night. I didn't smile, I didn't call, but suddenly you gave it all. I saw you slip into the tide. One blink and you were on my side. Blinking your mind, no touch required, no tricks, no lines, just quiet fire. No need to chase, I don't align. You look too long now, cross the line. Too low, I watched you melt and lose your flow. I kept my glass leaned on the wall. You stumbled deeper into fall. No whisper sweet, no so-true pose, but now you're tangled in my glow. You didn't plan, you didn't brace, and now you're trapped in just my gaze. You thought you'd play control the flight, but I just stood and claimed the night. You blinked too long, you lost the air, and now you're caught beyond repair. Blinking your mind, no need for more. Your pulse obeys what I ignore. You crossed too fast without a sign. You blinked too slow, now you're all mine.
Next time, don't look at me like that.
Mirror, mirror on the wall, who's the one you watch fall? He saw my eyes, he lost his way. Now he's the one I make obey. I didn't change, I didn't bend. I stayed the queen, he played pretend. Thought he had charm, thought he had game, but now he whispers just my name. Mirror, mirror, show him truth. He's not the player I seduced. He stares and breaks each time I shine. He thinks he leads, but he's just mine. He called me wild, then begged for calm. He placed his pride into my palm. He built the stage, I stole the show. Now every move is mine to throw. He stands behind me in the glass, but I'm the one who turns the path. He sees himself through what I give, and now he asks for me to live. I speak in stillness, move with poise. He shatters loud with desperate noise. He sees a queen, I see a game. He breaks, I smile, untouched, the same. Mirror, mirror, he can't see. The power wasn't his, it's me. He called it fate, I called it plan. He lost the game before it began.
answers to me.
You try to pull the ending slow, rehearse the lines, the final show. But when you turned to close the door, I wasn't there, not anymore. You thought you'd leave and break my pride, but baby, I was steps outside. You planned goodbye like it was yours. I vanished first, without remorse. I left first, before your word, before your sigh, before it hurt. You packed your speech, but I was gone. You never had the upper hand on. You looked for traces, found no sign. No perfume left, no twisted line. No bitter text, no pleading tone. Just silence, clean and all alone. You think you're cold, I'm made of steel. You try to hurt what didn't feel. You call it war, but I don't bleed. I never gave you what you need. You thought you'd end it, take control, but I'd already let it go. You dialed my name, I blocked the sound. You're chasing air, I'm not around. I left first, no scene, no scream, no broken glass, no shattered dream. You planned your exit with fake regret, but darling, I had no debt. You can't leave someone who's already gone. Didn't raise my voice at all. No sharp command, no warning call. But every time I moved an inch, you followed close without a flinch. You said I'm wild, I can't be tamed, but bent your will when I just named a look, a pause, no pressure shown, and still you nailed all on your own. You obeyed so sweetly, with no fight, no plea. Thought you let the night bow to me. Soft as silk, you gave it freely. Wasn't forced, you obeyed so sweetly. Never tied your hands in lace. You gave me keys, begged for the chase. You whispered more without demand, and still you moved by just my hand. You called it passion, called it thrill, but I could stop and you'd stay still. You thought it burned, you thought it sparked, but darling, I just lit the dark. No rules, no threat, no games were played, yet every breath was what I made. You smiled, this feels like liberty, but all you felt belonged to me. You obeyed so sweetly, so unaware of how you danced on strings of air. No cuffs, no cage, but still completely mine. All
stressed the game in trend. I touched your pride with satin tease. You dropped your guard and said yes please. I didn't push, didn't insist, just brushed your skin and watched you twist. You crave control but gave it fast. Now every move is mine to cast. You're my plaything in silk, no chains, no guilt, just velvet parts that made you tilt. You call it love, but feel the tilt. You're wrapped in me, soft power beat. I didn't promise, didn't swear, but still you stayed, still you cared. I let the silence stroke your need. Now you're the one who begs to please. Your voice gets low when I lean near. You think you're bold, I see your fear. You play the part, but I write scripts and feed you lies and honey drip. You fell for lace, not knowing how that fabric tied your heart. Somehow you think you choose, but don't you see each string you pull leads back to me. You're my plaything in silk, no screams, no guilt, just perfect folds of what I built. You smile and melt in every tilt. Too soft to fight, too sweet to quit. No hush, and look pretty when I play. You walked in thinking you had say. With confident steps you set the play. But every smirk and every line was bait I placed by sweet design. You touched my hand like it was fate, but I had mapped out every gate. You thought you sparked this midnight flame, but baby I had named the game. Every move was mine, from step to step. The pause you made was placed with care. You thought you led, but fell in line. I watched you move, each move was mine. You whispered plans, you felt control, but I had set the final goal. You never knew, never quite saw. I wrote the rules, rewrote the law. You claim you chased, but I stood still and let you climb my silent hill. You call it lust, you call it fate, but I I just let you bite the bait. You think you pull me to your side, but darling, I had planned your slide. You think you're lost in what you find, but every thread I did unwind. Every move was mine. Your touch, your tone, your quick goodbyes, your midnight phone. I watched, I smiled from step one sign. You never played. Each move was mine.
Checkmate, baby. You never had the board. I didn't chase, I didn't flirt, just watched you drown in your own thirst. No effort made, no plans in hand, but still you broke at my command. You call me magic, call me cruel, but I just sit and bend the rules. No spell, no scheme, no voice raised high, still you fall every time I sigh. When without trying, no fire, no fight, no race, no running, still on the night. You give it all while I stay still. The less I show, the more you talk of battles, gains and pride, while I just let the moment glide. You plan your lines, I tilt my head, and suddenly you're mine instead. You say I'm cold, I say I'm calm. You beg for heat, I breathe in balm. You thought control meant needing more, but mine is silent, pure and sure. I don't perform, I don't pursue, yet every king kneels when I move. I win with poise, I win with grace. You lose before we even face. Win without trying, no chase, no chain, no tricks, no crying, just cool domain. No need to push, no need to plead. My quiet reign fulfills your need. You never had a chance, and I never even lifted a finger.